Hello and welcome back to Eastern Europe 1259, and indeed we are going to be marrying someone now. Wait a minute, I'm actually not entirely sure how old is she? That's the thing we need to figure out here. She is actually 50. That might not work out. Right, okay, well that's kind of unfortunate really. Okay, wait a second. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do a little bit of searching. I thought we'd actually gotten something really good there, but no. Alright, well, let's have a look. So, okay, let's have a look. Not married. 25 to 35. I guess all of these is probably pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look. So, she's part of this. Alminus? Oh, okay. Okay, so technically we could... Yeah, the problem is we can't really ask that easily. That's the issue, because you're gonna have to go to someone specific. Oh, she's got 259 in Stewart. That is absolute insanity. Yeah, that is absolute insanity. Where is she? We need to last seen at Alchemist, something like that. Okay, so let's go over there. I will. No, please don't be all the way over there. Okay, she's all the way over there. That is going to take me 10,000 years to get to. Alright, so I actually remembered one thing that the mod actually has now, and that is a messenger system. I was a little bit stupid there for not remembering it, but there you go. We did actually do that, so we have now got here very easily. So let's have a look. Perhaps you and I. Oh, she does not. She does not like us one bit. Okay, so let's see if we can now send a message to Alminus himself. There we go. It's going to take less than a day. Obviously, it's going to be very quick because we're super close to him. And hopefully, we will be able to ask him about the lady that we just spoke to. At least we can hope so, right? I think we can hope that. Where's the messenger? Why is the messenger taking so long? I'm almost at the guy myself.
It's been
okay, interesting. Not sure why he's taking so long. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to take this guy prisoner as well. Basically, I've just been running around trying to attack as many vassals as I can get my hands on, because these guys, they need to get weakened. They need to get significantly weakened for us right now. Okay, yeah, we'll just take all the loot there. Okay, so yeah, it's because he's actually in a battle at the moment. That's probably the reason why the messenger is not currently available. And I wouldn't mind going into a battle. Yeah, there we go. Get that guy. Get him. Let's take him down. Thank you very much. Henricus. Okay. And yeah, we're once again just going to be taking basically everything that we can get our hands on, and indeed we will be attempting to attack this guy as well. He does have a pretty significant amount of people though, so we might. Yeah, I'm gonna not go in for the auto resolve here. I'm literally just going to attack him. Let's take a look at our yeah, clearly we need huge amounts of renown right now, and it may in fact be relatively useful for us to maybe think about getting some trade skill. But again, RBM, it's a little bit difficult, you know, with the leveling up and things like that. I mean, maybe trade is a little bit easier than the combat skills to level potentially, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. That's gonna be a bit of an interesting one, shall we say. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can actually make something happen here. I'm going to just get these guys over here, get these guys over there. I'm going to put these into a loose formation, get these guys to follow me. Do I have any horse archers? I do. I have a handful. I have a handful of these fellows. Okay, so these guys are going to do basically nothing, and we shouldn't have to worry about them at all. Yeah, it's going to be pretty easy for us to just counter them in every single way. Unfortunately, the opponent is going to do the thing that they do, and they stand on the hilltop, and it makes it very annoying for us to run through them, shall we say. So I guess the best thing for me to do is switch to my bow and try to get a couple of snipes, a couple of little snipes here. It's not really going to work out too well, I don't think. Oh, maybe it will. Oh, okay, maybe it will. Nice little hit right there. Yeah, I'm not leading the opponent now either, which is absolutely terrible. Okay, yeah, well, let's just switch it. There we go. Nice. Knocked him off his mount and everything. That was perfect. Okay, so the question is, can we? Yes, I think we can. We can get into a really nice position here and go along. Oh, they slowed me down. That's kind of unfortunate. Was very much hoping that we'd be able to just run through these guys at full tilt. It would have been nice. But we're getting some really nice kills right there. I mean, basically, if I can do about, 50 to 60 damage, I think a lot of our guys are going to be at least able to do about 20. And so that should result in many, many kills, which is exactly what is happening right here. I mean, you can see that very clearly. And indeed, we can just now tell our infantry to just charge straight on in. The infantry will completely destroy everything that happens here. And I think we should be good. Because we've got Alminus, he's leading an army at the moment. Every single vassal is under his command. And they are about to capture another castle. Because they've been on an absolute tear. They've actually been doing an extremely good job. All of them together have been working very, very nicely together. And they've actually been accomplishing some pretty amazing stuff. So much so that I believe they actually took another fief in the meantime as well. And so they're now going over to Borisov and attempting to take that. I think they actually stopped taking that for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, there you go. Oh, nice amounts of troops right here. Okay, actually pretty good ones as well. So we're just going to take the highest level ones, and then we'll take some of the tier 4s. Might as well. And then we have some of these guys to convert. There it is. And we'll... yeah, I think that's absolutely fine. Okay. So let's have a look. We're gonna... Oh, what's this? What's this? Heal 3 wounded troops. Yeah, thank you very much. Let's do that. Heal 3 wounded troops. That's always pretty fantastic. Okay, so now I am gonna save just in case. And we're just going to wait and see what happens at Borisov. As you can see, it is actually going very, very well. Most notably, probably because there are no vassals in this area to surround them. Have you noticed how there are no vassals? Ah, there we go. There are a handful of vassals now, but that's okay because you know why? I've already eliminated so many of them in this area that they have very, very few people in this area, and that makes it so much easier for us. It's really, really good. Okay, so let's have a look. My own hand, and no, I still cannot ask. Yeah, this is not going to work. That is going to be very unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be very, very unfortunate. Okay, so I can send her another messenger. It's going to take 2 to 3 days. Or we try to find someone else. She doesn't have particularly good stats, though. That's the unfortunate thing here. And she is from the same exact clan. So, yeah, that's the... that's really, really bad for us, actually. That is extremely bad. I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do about that now, then. Yeah. That might be a problem. That might be a pretty big issue. Because if we... well, basically what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to talk to her. I'm going to have to try to persuade her. But the problem is, Alminus obviously has another lady in his clan that wants to be... Such a delight, really? That wants to get married. But yeah, anyway, I'm glad to have the chance to spend some time together. Or should I say... yeah, no, this is not gonna... Yeah, I'll just do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is never, ever gonna work, as you can see, because, yes, we may have a 100% chance in this first option. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, okay, fine. Maybe we're gonna get lucky. I actually thought we were gonna be really, really bad here. But no, apparently, 100% chance is my destiny here. Alright, I'm going to wait a little bit longer here, and then we'll send another messenger. I think I can probably send another messenger right now, and that's probably going to be okay. Are you serious? He actually gave me this. This is bad. Oh, dearie me. Okay, yeah, I was certainly not anticipating that. Okay, this is really... well, actually, it's not even terrible, because it is right next to Minsk, so I suppose it's okay, but... I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't do that, but oh well, never mind. So let's go in here against this guy. He's going to be kind of dangerous, I think, so maybe we're going to have a bit of an issue with him. It's been a while. It's been a while. I don't think he'd sound like that, but, you know, it's been a while. But yeah, anyway, we are gonna obviously make sure that we can do a little bit of damage. We have Guy Tennis with us, of course, as well. Yeah, so this guy might actually be somewhat aggressive. So I'm thinking what we'll do. Oh, we can't go over there. Is that true? Oh, we might be able to. I think that we are just at the boundary here of the battlefield. I think. Yep, there it is. There's the boundary. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe this is pretty good. Maybe this is okay. Alright, so let's just get these guys right here. We've got a couple more archers than we used to have. Let's get these horsemen to follow me and get these guys into a nice little auto-delegate so that they can continue skirmishing. And we're just going to try and do some damage with our bow here. Oh, this new bow is so much slower. It's kind of interesting to use. Yeah. Me holding it for this long is hilarious. Really? Oh, that was great. I was like, yes, I'm holding it. I'm holding it as much as I possibly can, and then there's the miss. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, there we go. We actually hit that guy, so that's pretty nice. Okay, we're going to just switch to spear. That's definitely going to be the way to go here, that's for sure. Nice. Whoa, that was nice. Oh, I love that. And the fact that we can just literally charge through all of these guys and cause so much devastation, it's just on a whole other level. Unfortunately, we did get ourselves knocked off our mount. Where is our horse? It's going this way. Okay, I'm going to have to tell my cavalry to go over there. My horse is running away. Can I call it? Is there a way for me to call it? H? That doesn't work. I think someone told me H. Yeah, that doesn't work, no. Okay, just going to tell these guys to charge in. Tell these guys to charge in as well, because I cannot see what's currently happening, so I kind of have to just guess. And maybe I'll be able to... Maybe I can get one of the enemy's cavalry to attack me. Ah, no, they're stopping. They're being a little bit careful there. There it is. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. Found ourselves a new mount. Okay, that was pretty lucky as well, by the way. The fact that we didn't even, didn't take fatal damage. We could have. I think that was a potential couch lance right there, but thankfully our armor saved our life. Oh wow, yeah, this horse is actually still this horse is actually super damaging too. And you know what's even funnier about the fact that we have this kind of charge damage? We don't even have maximum riding skill, if you can believe it. Like, imagine having maximum riding skill with RBM, because it's going to be even more incredible. You're going to be, instead of doing, 40 to 60 damage, or shall we say 20 to 60 damage, I guess, you're instead going to be doing what? I don't know, 40 to 80 damage per charge? I mean, I think that's pretty crazy. I would love to see that, actually. I would love to see that. So it's just unfortunate that our riding skill is taking so long to level up. But yeah, there you go. We took 0 casualties, if you can believe that. 0 casualties? Wow. I guess that's because he put all of his power in his archers, and we just completely disarmed them in this fight, because they just didn't have anything. They had nothing to really come at us with. So that really made a huge difference. All right, so there you go. We're just going to continue onward. We have so many prisoners to convert as well. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so I am going to take a couple of pieces of loot, but I'm going to donate the rest because we have a lot of money right now. And I really do appreciate, actually, the amount of money that's currently present in the marketplaces, because the marketplaces usually in the base game are, well, they don't have that much. It's pretty easy to bankrupt them, and you don't really want to do that, I mean, yeah, sure, it's fine to do so, but it's much better when you have the opportunity to gain so much in one fell swoop. Really, really nice. Okay, so the question is, shall I make Guy Tennis the leader here? Because the thing is, this guy, this guy right here, he is pretty terrible. If I make Guy Tennis the governor here, he's going to at least give us a little bit of extra daily security, more loyalty. He's going to give us more militia. It's just going to be so much better across the board. So I'm thinking we're probably going to do that. So, yeah. Guy Tennis is going to do it. Yeah, of course, I know. We are, you know, losing relation here. But to be honest, I don't know whether I care, to be fair. I feel like they should just shut up and let me do what needs to be done to actually make sure that this is going to work. Because the way it is right now, the other guy had 0 skills. He needs to have skills, otherwise it's basically pointless, in my opinion. So I don't know, but I think that they should be quiet. You know, they should be quiet, and they should just let me just manage it however I like. Because otherwise, what are they gonna do? You know, this guy's got 0 skills to be able to handle these responsibilities, and I think that, you know, they should realize that. But I don't know. What are they going to do anyway? What are they going to do? Not much. So let's just manage the settlements here. I'm just going to actually make sure we've got... Yeah, I mean, this guy, as you can see, he does have some things. His engineering is getting slightly better there. And we have this. They gave me this too? Oh, I didn't even realize that they'd given me this. Okay, so they gave me this as well. This is actually hilarious. Okay, I guess I will make one of these guys the governor then. He's gonna suck though, as you can see. He has nothing. That's really harsh. Okay, yeah, so I don't know really... I have no idea what to do now. I guess I'll just build all of this up. And there you go. That's gonna have to be it. Oh, I had no idea that they'd given me so many fiefs. This is crazy. Okay. We've got 11 days on this. Yeah, the loyalty is not going so bad here, but the food is slowly starting to recover, which at least is good. What I need to do... Yeah, sure, we'll get the waterworks done, but we need the marketplace, because that's going to increase the caravan and trade convoy visit rate, which will hopefully bring more and more food to the settlement. That's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. So we're just going to fill all of this out. There we go. And Minsk is obviously doing really, really nicely. And there we have it. Okay, yeah. So we're just going to make do with this as best as we possibly can. This is going to be a bit harsh, isn't it? I don't know. How's the loyalty doing? Loyalty's pretty bad. Governor culture is down. Yeah, see, this is the thing. The culture of this particular castle is not old Lithuanian. So... we do have a bit of a problem in that regard, so that's the reason why it would probably be a good idea for us to use the other fellow. But the thing is, we already have discipline, so I'm going to just leave him here because he's got 15%. He's got discipline, which does kind of cancel out the governor's culture. So we're just going to leave that for a bit, and we're just going to do this, and then I'm going to have to send a messenger. Didn't I already do that? I might have already done that. I think I already did, because it's not allowing me to send one, so I am... hopeful that I already did that, and I've just forgotten that I did it. Ah, wait a second. Are we having an issue? Hello? Yeah, hopefully they're not gonna... Okay, let's just see what happens, because I'm assuming that I did send the messenger. Hopefully I can still talk. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's hope that it hasn't been too long.
Such a delight to see you.
Oh, such a delight to see you. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, wait. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is where I fail the checks. 90%? Yes. Okay, one more. 71% chance. Charm. Nice. We got it. Alright, I think I would be honored to accept your proposal. Alminus, I know of him, actually. Have we spoken to him before? Yeah, of course we have. Alright, so yeah, we are going to be attempting to speak to this guy as best as we can. It's going to take less than a day for our messenger to get to him. Hopefully he's not in a battle. There we go. No, he's fine. And let's speak to him and see if we can get ourselves married, finally. There we go. I wish to discuss the final terms of my marriage. And there we have it. Okay, very nice. Okay, so I have to pay 4,000. That's obviously completely fine with me. I do not have a problem with that whatsoever. And there it is. It took me a long time to get this done, but I think it's about time, isn't it? May the heavens bless you. Yes, indeed. All right, so that is fantastic. Now we can actually get her to come to us. Recall this member. It's going to take 1 day, 15 hours. Let's wait here for some time. And she's probably going to be insane as a quartermaster, by the way. She has, what is it, 259 in steward? Which I literally, I have no idea what actually happened with that. That's pretty crazy, right? So, yeah. What is going on here? Wait a minute. Yeah, I have so many. What? How did they... Ah, yeah, this is bad. I don't know why they gave me all of this stuff. It's not good. We have a herding problem as well, so... Yeah. Oh, there's Arminus. He's actually leaving there now. There's 400 people in the garrison, so that should be pretty decent. At least I feel like it should be okay. At least for the moment. Maybe we're going to have some issues with that big 800 strong army, but as we know, sieges are pretty hard, you know? Sieges are pretty hard, and I'm kind of hoping that they're going to be hard for the AI as well. Because they're hard for me, that's for sure. Okay, so let me just get rid of some of these horses. Herding, still having a problem with herding. Massive amounts, actually. Massive amounts of problems with herding. Yep. Yep, that's it. Okay, 62,000. That's pretty nice, right? That's not too bad. And we can even get some more. This is also the exact reason why I was talking about the marketplace and everything, because we have so much loot that I can literally just do that, and we just get 97,000 straight up out of nowhere, which is really, really nice. Okay, so technically what I should do is probably place these vassals that we just got in the dungeon here. Someone just escaped, but I don't think that really helps us that much, because they do tend to escape relatively quickly from these places anyway. But I just thought I'd, you know, maybe do that anyway and just see what happens. Increase the prosperity. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're going to definitely do that. Increase Minsk's prosperity there, as well as our relation with Dalmontus. And we're going to see if... Has she actually come to us? Yes. She is actually in our party now. That is perfect. Okay. So, first of all, let me go over to the party screen here. And she is obviously going to be our steward, because that's going to provide us with 259 steward. I mean, literally, how can you say no? She's also a very good engineer. So, she's going to be our engineer too. I wouldn't say she's very good. She's got 80, which is good enough, right? I feel like that's pretty nice. Let's see what she's actually got available as well, by the way, because she's got some great gear. Yeah, look at that. She's got some good gear. Nothing really super, super bad. So I don't think I need to be overly concerned. I actually just sold a lot of my stuff. So, yeah, I just sold a lot of my stuff right there. So that's... Well, that's kind of put paid to that, hasn't it? Yeah, that's kind of put paid to that. But yeah, we can just give her a little banner there as well. All right, so let's just take a quick look at her skills, because I'm wondering... No, she's actually spec'd into everything, so that she's absolutely fine. As you can see, she actually has 5 focus points and 6 in intelligence, which is really nice. She's also got 134 in medicine. So she'd be insane as a replacement for Lilia if she ends up dying at some point in the near future. Who knows? Let's go for two-handed with this guy. Go for a little bit of vigor right there, because he's got a two-handed axe. Might as well take advantage of that if at all possible. And indeed, I would love to be able to capture... Do they only have 2? I think they may only have 2 additional factions. Fiefs. They might only have 2 additional fiefs. If that is indeed the case, we might be able to call for an army and then just go for it, because Vitebsk is over here, and 664, and if we go over here as well, this is probably going to have, yeah, oh, that's painful, 1100. Okay, so I have 644. The question is, how much space do I have now? I have 210 thanks to our additional steward skill there. So now we have an insane amount. We have 209 actually, 209. And we are going to call for an army. So let's see what we can do. So, yeah, okay. So who's closest? This guy? Yeah, whoa. Wait a minute. Yeah, we should try to get people that have at least 100 and... Yeah, I was going to say at least 150. This is... Yeah, this is going to be a little bit dicey potentially. I'm not a big fan of calling for an army when we don't have more than 1,000. Usually having more than 1,000 puts paid to pretty much any kind of sally out that they may attempt. But as it stands, yeah, no, it's not going to really, not going to be that good. Yeah, as you can see, there are people escaping from the dungeon at the moment. They do tend to do that quite often. So it's not great. Okay, so let's see what happens. Because we got 669 here. Yeah, this is going to be risky. This is going to be risky because the enemy army has 830 or something like that, and they will not be put off by what we have here. They will be wanting to attack straight away, almost. And I think that's going to be a problem. I think that's going to be a huge issue. So I guess we can... Yep, there they come. Okay, yeah, they're going to sally out with us right here, so this is going to be bad. I could potentially go into... Really? They just ignoring us? Oh, interesting. Okay. Do they... Are they really ignoring us? She's actually pregnant already. That was very, very quick. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so no, he is actually coming back. Okay, so I am going to have to get out of here. We are disorganized at the moment. He technically could attack us, and actually, yep, there he goes. All right, yeah, so this is very bad. This is very bad. Okay, so let's lead by example. As I said to you before, 50% increased recruitment rate for infantry prisoners. Going to be kind of nice, but yeah. Is this going to be good? Are we going to be able to do this? Should I execute all of these guys? I don't know. I kind of feel like executing every single one of these vassals if we get the opportunity to take some of them prisoner at the very least, because it may very well be that some of our allies will want to take them prisoner instead. Yeah, so that might be a problem. Anyway, let's just give this guy over here, this fellow over here, and... yeah, I will remain in command of the infantry. That sounds pretty good to me. Okay, so let's do it. Now, this is going to be a problem. This is a significant issue for us, just purely because we are going to have very, very mixed ranks of troops, right? Because usually, you know, our army, you know our composition. We've got extremely high tier troops, and our allies are not going to have those kinds of troops. So it might be a problem. Yeah, this might be an issue as well. They have a lot of cavalry right here. I think we have a lot of cavalry as well, but I'm not sure if we can really make anything happen with them. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually do something a bit funny here. I'm gonna take my... I have quite a few cavalry. Yeah, we've got 58 cavalry, actually. 58 cavalry. This is pretty crazy. If we can make this work, this would be insane. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. I'm just gonna go for it. Just gonna go straight on through them. And my cavalry is not really doing what we need them to do. Wow, she's actually leveling up really, really nicely right there. She has no combat skills whatsoever. Hopefully she's not going to die. Alright, so what we need to do is we just need to try to get away from the enemy's cavalry here, because these guys are actually slowing us down dramatically. This is the problem with what we have here, the main issue, because if we could just run through the enemy's archers, we would 100% just dominate, as we've seen in previous battles, we have absolutely slaughtered. Huge amounts. But unfortunately, yeah, as you can see, we are actually having a problem with our own archers. Let's get these guys to go over here. Let's tell the cavalry to charge in. Maybe that's going to be good. I'm not sure. We'll obviously consolidate them if we need to, but I think at the moment they need to be a bit aggressive here against the enemy's cavalry. Well, this is not going to be a good idea. I'm not going to try to kill the archers at this low HP, but it would have been fantastic if I had my forces following me at the time. Oh, nice! I just killed one of the enemy's vassals. That's exactly what we need. We need that every single day of the week, thanks very much. Now, I don't know whether you noticed, but I did put my infantry into shield wall, and the main reason why I'm doing that is just because I want to try to reduce casualties as much as possible, because at this point, we kind of need to pivot over to a bit more of a defensive stance, at least in my opinion, because what we have going on here is enemies attempting to reinforce as much as possible. They're trying to come in, they're trying to inflict as much damage as possible. We're very close to the enemy's reinforcement zone, and that makes a huge difference to how much of, shall we say, an offensive push they can actually make. So I was kind of pivoting over to being more defensive so that we don't lose as many troops. And if we do lose troops, we're going to have a bit of a buffer of time before we get our reinforcements. That's the whole point. We're going to get ourselves a little bit of extra buffer in between, just to make sure that we don't get ourselves overwhelmed in this area at the moment. And as you can see, it does feel as though... Oh, there we go. There goes my horse. That's kind of bad. Well, I will try my best without it. It's going to be a little bit problematic. Thankfully, these archers are basically just ignoring me. Kind of. Oh, hello there. Ooh, and we got taken down. All right. Well, I feel like we did okay. I killed 34, which is not really that good, but we were commanding our forces, in my opinion, really, really well. Unfortunately, our auto-delegate thinks otherwise, because obviously, as you could see, this is the reason why I wanted to go a bit more defensive with our infantry, because now we've got reinforcements coming in here, and we're going to have to kind of reset. That's also a bit of a problem, because obviously we are now having our cavalry run into the opponent. They're just running into the opponent. As you can see, look at this. We've got our cavalry on both flanks running around trying to deal with the enemy's cavalry, but what they ideally need to do is drag the cavalry, enemy's cavalry, into our archers, because that's going to fundamentally improve the kill zone of these enemies, right? They're basically just they're gonna run in and they're immediately gonna get shot. That's the idea. But I'm not sure if the enemy's cavalry is gonna fall for that anymore. We have a huge amount of archers, by the way. We've got 83 archers on the battlefield right now, so we should technically have an amazing advantage. And indeed, my infantry are actually not doing too badly. They're actually playing quite well from a formation standpoint. Unfortunately, we're now once again having to reset. We've got 93 infantry. And as you can see, there's the clash in the center there. Okay, let's just see what's going on. Yeah, we got these guys fighting each other right now. Yeah, wow, these guys have looters. I mean, really, how could we lose if they have looters? I mean, to be fair, I had a bunch of looters, so, it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense that maybe they're trying to follow in our footsteps, Maybe they thought the looters were lucky, lucky looters for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that is, I believe, a victory for us. And despite losing 383 of our troops, I feel like we did a pretty good job. I only lost 11 of my own, and as you can see, most of my kills were from our cavalry, and then following that up, we actually had veteran swordsmen and elite spearmen doing the most damage. I'm actually quite surprised that none of our archers really did that much. But I assume that they just weren't on the battle. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. They actually did a huge amount. They got 112 kills. I did not see that at the time. All right, so there you go. 54 renown, 81 influence. I kind of want to kill this guy, to be honest. That's what I kind of want to do. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. There we go. Execution. Done. There it is. Get out of there. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're going to say the same thing with this guy.
I give up.
There it
You
is.
fought well. There is no call for future bloodshed.
There it is. And indeed, this guy as well. There you go.
Good to see
I'm
you
going to
here.
do it. I'm going to do it to every single one of these. There we go. And this guy is getting freed. There we are. Fantastic. Okay, so now we do have the opportunity to rescue some people. So we will be doing quite a lot of that. I don't really want to take the veteran mercenary person, so probably just going to leave that the way it is. And we are just going to take another 10 archers. That's always very nice. And then let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get a good amount of replacements. Yep, pretty nice. Not bad. And a lot of loot. I'll take all the loot. I don't really care about the experience at the moment. I think the we need to start sort of getting our loot back up to scratch, I suppose. But yeah, there you go. We did manage to achieve victory a pretty significant amount. Unfortunately, as you can see, the executions hurt your relation with 26 clans. And indeed, we have now gained the devious trait. And that was very much obviously on purpose, because I'm not really best pleased with these guys pretty much just coming back almost instantly and being able to continue fighting us. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to disband the army. I know I just spent a bunch of influence not doing that and repairing our cohesion, but we do need to give them some time to recover. And that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.